So if you want to wear armor on top of armor to start gaining crazy effects, or so that you can just get an unstoppable armor rating, this is how you do it. Okay, so you will need a few things. You'll need a piece of armor that will be receiving the enhancements, and a specific piece of armor for the glitch. So whilst I've seen people say that they can get this working with other bits of armor, the only time it's worked for me is with the marine combat armor, which I got from the Far Harbor DLC. But if you do get it working with something else, let all of us know in the comments so that we can try it too. Okay, step 1. So this isn't a requirement, but before doing the glitch, I'd recommend duplicating your armor just so you have a set that isn't glitched, you know, just in case you end up deciding that you don't want broken armor anymore. So I'll quickly show you the easiest way to duplicate items. Go to a settlement of your choice. Now you're going to need a decent amount of materials for building the 3 different conveyor belts. So you'll need around 50 steel, 10 screws, 15 rubber, 10 gears, and 10 circuitry. However, that's just a rough estimate. The quickest way to get these materials is using the resource duplication glitch, using any junk you have. Go into workshop mode, then scroll over to power, then manufacturing, then choose the first option in conveyor belts, which is the elevated power junction conveyor belt. You'll then need the conveyor storage, and then to connect that to the power junction. Then finally attach the vacuum hopper on the other end. Now just pop down some generators so we can get this setup working correctly. Then finally put a container at the end of the hopper. This will ensure any item put in the container will get sucked onto the conveyor belt. It's now time for the glitch. So firstly, go and grab Dog Meat as your follower, as he's a big part of this. So put the item you wish to duplicate in the container at the end, and it will move out onto the conveyor belt. Now simply wait for it to get to here on the conveyor belt. I'd say this is about 2/3 of the way down the line, and then command Dog Meat to pick it up. The good news here is even though the item will drop into the conveyor storage pretty fast, Dog Meat can take his sweet old time and he'll still manage to fetch it for you. Then he'll drop it on the ground for you, and there will also be one in the conveyor storage. There is no real timing that you need to learn here. Just command Dog Meat to grab the item once it's 2/3 of the way over the conveyor belt. Okay, step 2. Now we can crack on with the armor stack glitch. Grab a random piece of armor. It can be a chest piece, right leg, just anything. This will be the piece of armor you'll be wearing at the end of the glitch. Now grab a piece of marine combat armor of the same type. So if your first piece was a right leg, then get the marine combat armor's right leg too. Now just head over to an armor workbench, and you'll need to rename both of these armor pieces. You want the marine combat armor to be above the other piece, so rename it to 0, and then name the other piece of armor 1. Now just back out of the workbench and save your game. Step 3. Now your game is saved, head back into the workbench, hover over the armor named 0, and hold down the scrap and modify buttons at the exact same time. When you release them, release modify slightly before scrap. You can do this by quickly pressing both buttons, but I find holding them down and then releasing them gives you a bit more control over which button you want released first. So if done correctly, you'll have a menu asking if you want to scrap armor 0, and behind that pop-up will be the crafting menu for armor 0. So go ahead and hit yes to the scrapping. Step 4. From here, using the D-pad, scroll to the right and choose any modification. It doesn't matter what you choose, so just select anything. When you've done that, press left on the D-pad until you reach armor 1. Now you want to mod something on armor 1. Again, it doesn't matter what you choose. Now just back out of the workbench entirely, and you'll notice you have armor 1 in your inventory. So just equip it, and if done correctly, you'll be able to also equip any other armor of the same type on top of that. And that is literally it. I'll now leave you with my unedited footage of the whole process of the glitch, just in case you're still stuck. And if you want to see a working glitch for unlimited XP, click on the video pinned in the comments. Or if you're watching this on TikTok, just check the playlist. There's loads of glitches for Fallout 4 in there. So have fun. Don't forget to hit that sub button or follow depending on where you're seeing this. And thanks for watching.
got some more news for you, if you're interested. And, I mean, if you're listening, of course. There's that little...